Hey guys, welcome back to the Ice Project, episode 3 of Ice and Friends, joined by my boy, Kung Fu Henny. What's up, baby?
What's up, brother? Thanks for having me.
No worries, bro. I've really been enjoying the series, and I thought, Benny was my number one. You're the second round draft pick, so bro, thanks for jumping on, bro. And before we do start, I just want to say I appreciate your friendship. I know we met in Bali randomly.
Yeah, bro.
You were stalking me.
Big fan.
Yeah, big fan. And just been tight ever since. So every time we hang out, you're like one of my easiest friends, bro. It's like I don't have to check up on you or anything like that. But it's just cool to hang out when we hang out. It feels like we've known each other for ages. So.
Nah, I like that, bro. I remember when I first saw you in Bali, because I already saw that you're on Instagram that you're in Bali, and I was already a massive fan of you. And I remember because where did we bump into you?
The lawn.
The lawn. And I just came over and just fucking sucked you off right away. I was like, bro, huge fan, love all your content. And then you came over and had a drink with us.
Yeah.
And then, it just felt like we became friends from like that moment, eh? And then the next night you're like, what are you up to? I'm like, fuck, this guy wants to hang out with me. This is mad.
We're best mates.
Yeah.
Nah, it's been cool. So, all right, tell us about yourself. Where you from? Where'd you grow up? What are you doing now?
I was born in the Philippines. So I was born in Vigan, Ilocos. I moved over to New Zealand when I was like 4 or 5. Moved to Tokoroa.
Was Toke was the first
Yeah,
place
legit, bro. Yeah, every time I told you that, I'm being legit, bro. I'm a Toke boy. That's
do you know where this guy lied? He goes, I'm from Toke as well. And I'm like, oh shit, I might know your family or something. How long you lived there? Like 6 months?
No, my little brother was born there and that.
Oh,
so I'm actually half Scottish, half Filipino. Everyone just thinks I'm Māori or Islander just because I grew up in New Zealand and played touch and rugby league and whatnot.
Yeah.
But then I think I moved to New Zealand. I moved to Australia like 14 years ago. Yeah, so I grew up in Christchurch, moved from Tokoroa to Christchurch, and then moved to Australia when I was 20.
Do you remember being in Toke or anything, or what schools you went to?
Nah, bro, I left when I was like 5.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
So I was bro, I was trying to find common ground with you. Bro, I'm from Toke. Don't ask me any questions though.
Bro, there's a couple of Filipinos in Toke. And,
bro.
Yeah.
The New World? They work at the New World?
Yeah.
And the sawmill. Like, I still remember like bits and pieces because I remember I had like, like my aunties, not real aunties. It's like you know how it goes.
A fellow auntie's like Islander aunties.
Yeah, bro. It's like it's just your mum's mate.
Friend.
Yeah.
And then you got force friends, eh?
And bro, you don't realize until you're older that that's not actually your real auntie.
Yeah.
Like some people I didn't realize until I was like 18. And I'm like, that's not actually my sister. I'm like, oh, my bad. Didn't know that.
So your brother was born in Toke as well?
Yeah.
Is he Black Power?
I think he might be mongrel mob actually. I think he went the other way. No.
Yeah. Bro, I was thinking about Toke the other day, like when I went back there, and like people were asking like things about Toke. Because obviously there's been a few of us that have popped out of there, like Quay, Joey Manu, Zane Tedavano, Richie Kalahui. They're like, oh, what's it about the place? And I was like, trying to think about it. But I think it's just got such a really tight-knit community where everyone kind of looks after everyone. And you know how you've got we talk about everyone's your auntie or uncle. Like I think you get taught that element of respect off the bat. But then like the guys who are like a year older than you or 2 years older than you. So like all my brother's mates were like 2-3 years older than us, but they'd always look after us. And it was like we were just this big family, bro. And it wasn't perfect because like there's obviously a gang affiliation and there's people that are struggling for money. So there's a lot of times when people are under pressure, there's tension there. When you got nothing, sometimes you have to fight for things. But it was just a mad place to grow up, bro. Like you had to respect your elders. If you fucked around, all the older boys give you a hiding. There's heaps of competition in town, just always playing sports. So it's just what popped out ended up being like Quaid and Richie and Joey. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's like some of my like earliest memories of my parents having like really close friends were from Tokoroa. So every time I'd go back to Tokoroa, I didn't actually realize that my parents only knew these guys for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, like the tight knit community thing, like that aspect is actually a real thing. Like I said, it was like some of my parents' the people that I call auntie and uncle and that were just friends that they met in Tokoroa.
Yeah. So what made you guys move to Christchurch?
I think my old man had a job. My old man does like engineering on like boats and that.
Oh, smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be smart to be an engineer.
Yeah, bro. I actually went to go study engineering out of high school.
Did you want to do that?
Oh, bro.
Impress your dad or?
Yeah, 100%, bro. Until I was like 30, everything was to impress my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had like I don't know if this is but like when you have like childhood trauma, I don't know why I'm laughing about it.
I think this is a Kiwi thing, bro. I think we all laugh at that.
That's how me and my brother fucking deal with it, eh? Yeah. Like me and my brother always joke around, be like, love you, man. He's like, fuck, dad's never even said that, shit like that. But yeah, I was just trying to impress my old man. So like I remember I went and studied it. I even got tutoring in there and I lasted like I think I lasted like 6 months, and I realized I wasn't smart enough to do it.
Was it tough to tell him that you didn't want to do it anymore?
No, I didn't tell him, bro.
Oh, okay.
So I just
it was tough to tell him.
So I just stopped going to uni, and then the bill came for the first year. And, you know, like what a normal parent would do is just be like, fucking, hey, you fucked up. You need to like pay this off now.
Yeah.
But I remember what happened is my mum rang me crying, and she's like, we just got the first bill for uni and we paid it. This is all your fault. I'm like, what the fuck? What? You're not meant to pay it. Like,
yeah.
You get student loans and things like that.
Yeah.
And, so no, it wasn't good.
So your mum's philo?
Yeah.
Is she like cliche philo?
Bro, proper cliche philo. Like every Filipino auntie you've met, that's my mum.
They're all the same, eh? They got that Dora the Explorer haircut.
Bro, all look exactly the same. Wear like little slippers, fucking all aggressive passive aggressive.
Bro,
Go home, get insulted by every time I see her.
Bro, like in Toke, we had about 3 or 4 Filipino girls, and they're all pretty, bro. So, like to me, they always stood out, and that's probably where I developed my crush on them.
Bro, I guarantee you I know who you're talking about. Can I say last name, or is that
yeah, go say
Turner?
Nah, I don't know any Turners.
Oh, I just remember like
there was a couple that went to our schools and stuff.
Yeah.
But like when you're in a town of like Islander Māoris, like they're similar to you, they just kind of really like stood out back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I used to always have a crush on Filipino girls, and my first 3 girlfriends were Filipino, and they're all the same, bro. Like, bro, get so many growlings,
all
like
angry
stuff.
as.
Yeah, angry. Their mums are always like fun, like loud. Karaoke. That's why I say karaoke machines to you.
It was my mum's worst nightmare if I ever got with a Filipino chick.
Yeah. Just didn't want you to date her.
Pretty much. Reflection, looking in the mirror.
Why do they say feisty? Because they're little.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I think that might be it, bro. Because like even Filipino blokes are little. But just talking about what we were talking about before, you know, like I don't know what it is, but everywhere you go, Filipinos just kind of integrate themselves with the Māoris and the Pacific Islanders. And I don't know what it is. Like, just gravitate towards them.
Theo Von says it well. He just goes, I just love like Philo. Oh no, he says Vietnamese.
Yeah.
No, Philos as well.
I can't remember.
But they're just always like fun and lighthearted and just like good to be around. You know what I mean?
Well, bro, they say we're the Mexicans of Asia.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the Filipinos, they're kind of cool. I'm not saying I'm cool, but like, you know, they're like they kind of fit in.
Philos think they're cool that way. Like, they always got their fashion.
Oh, bro, if you wanted to see the nicest basketball shoes ever, come to one of our Filipino runs.
Can the boys ball though?
Yes.
Yeah.
1000%, bro. Like,
only thing that stops you is height, eh? Philo from being like taken over.
In the Filipino basketball leagues that I was playing in, I was defending down low. I'm 5'6", bro.
Playing at the 4.
Yeah, bro. Legit, bro. I'm 5'6", and sometimes I'd have to defend at the 5, and it's because I'm fucking heavier than all the other Filipinos. Like I'm like like Filipino dudes are generally pretty small, and I'm like, I don't know, 85, 86 kilos. So that's pretty big, I guess.
Who's like besides Manny Pacquiao, Jordan Clarkson? Who's some of the other well-known Philos in the world? Or is that they're the 2 main?
They're the 2 main ones. You know, you got the ones that you got the people that everyone thinks is Filipino, like. You know, they'll claim like Bruno Mars and that. And,
oh, he's not Philo.
Oh, is he? I don't know. I've heard he's Hawaiian.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Bro, Batista.
Is he?
Yes.
No, he's too tall, man.
Yeah, he's Filipino, bro. I don't know, man. There's not many of us, bro.
What's their thing with karaoke? Is it just like how they bond over there?
Bro, I don't even know, bro. Like that just... Like, I legit just grew up with that shit. So to
it's
me,
just a cliche.
Yeah, bro, proper cliche. All these cliches, I didn't realize were cliches until I like, you know, started going on Instagram and seeing that all these jokes. I'm like, fuck, this is literally my life. Bro, this is my upbringing.
Basketball, karaoke machine.
Yeah, bro. Nursing.
Yeah.
Breakdancing.
My last flatmate in Sydney, she was Philo too, and she used to always cook. Is it adobo chicken?
Yeah, adobo. Yeah, bro. That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one. Eh?
Bro, I'll make you the most gun adobo. Yeah. Every Filipino claims they got the best adobo. Yeah. It'll be the same as you with something like
chop
cookie.
suey.
Yeah. I got the best chop suey and potato salad, man.
Yeah. No, raw fish, bro. All islanders think they make the best raw fish.
And then the guy that reckons this is better, he just adds a little bit more lemon or something. Trust me, bro. Mine's way better.
Yeah.
Just an extra squeeze of lemon.
Shout out Raw Fish, one of the greats.
Bro, 100.
So what do you do now, bro?
I work at a gym. So I like coach people at a gym. I do like I coach powerlifting. So a lot of people don't know what powerlifting is, but powerlifting is a sport. It's surrounded by squat, bench, deadlift. Like not to be confused with weightlifting. Like weightlifting is clean and jerk and snatch. So that's the one you'll see in the Olympics. Powerlifting is squat, bench, deadlift. And it probably won't ever become in the Olympics, but it's growing. It's probably growing at a faster rate than Olympic weightlifting.
Yeah.
And it's pretty big here in Australia now too. So I've been...
who's like the Nathan Cleary of Who's the main guy here
In Australia?
in Australia?
It's hard, bro, because there's so many different like federations. So, like in rugby, yeah, bro, it's like boxing. So it's like you ask one bloke, who's the GOAT? And he'd say, this person is, but you ask someone else, and it's like just because I've got a bias to this federation kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's not like all unified, like how like rugby league is or something. In rugby league, there's only one governing body. It's like the National Rugby League, and everything else kind of like trickles off that. It's not like that. So there's heaps of different divisions. There's like tested, there's untested. Like there's not many sports where you've got,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
bro. That's
so
interesting.
Yeah, so there's not many sports that have like so many options for you to fucking jump on the gas and go as hard as you can. But yeah, so powerlifting's like kind of divided like that too. Like there's some people that are real like against drugs in sport, and they're like full drug-free powerlifting. This is the only way. This is the only federation that exists. And you ask them like, oh, have you heard of this guy? Have you heard of the Australian strength coach? And they'd like dismiss it straight away. Do you know what I mean? Like even though he's like one of the greats.
Gotcha.
So you probably know him from like Sydney. The Australian strength coach, Sebastian Arab.
No,
he's like one of the big names.
It was is it Charles Poliquin? Is he like one of the OGs?
Yeah, bro, he's one of the OGs. Yeah.
He died, eh?
Yeah, he passed away.
Fuck,
yeah, he was a vet. He was definitely a veteran of the industry, like someone that everyone looked up to in that, just in strength training in general. But then like my boss, Thomas Lilly, like he's like one of the GOATs in Australia. He's like one of the first guys that he is the first. He reckons he was the first online coach in Australia, like which is crazy. And like I believe him because he's like, yeah, and he's like the first guy to kind of commercialize powerlifting. Like he owns like 9 gyms now.
What's kind of like the main story of people that come into like powerlifting? Is it they got bullied in school? Is it,
bro? It's like it's a niche sport, bro. So like this is where you're right. It's people that didn't really play sport in school, or it's people that are. So the natural progression of someone becoming a powerlifter is. This is just what I think anyway. Like they didn't really play any sport in school. They started going to the gym, and then they started finding out, oh man, I really like this. But they start seeing some progress.
Progress is a big one, eh?
Yeah. And then they go, man, I really like this, but I don't want to go down the bodybuilding route. Like I need to find another like route. I want to have like a more nuanced approach to my training. And then they kind of find powerlifting, and that's normally how it goes. And majority of the people that do powerlifting are, they're, I hate to say it, but they're like, it's got that autistic kind of vibe to it.
I was about to say that, bro.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah.
Yeah, so they got that like that autistic kind of vibe where they're heavily driven by data and numbers.
Gotcha.
And they don't have to think about training sessions. They're like really outcome driven. So all they're thinking about is what's going to happen in December, like when I compete in December. So yeah, it's a really cool sport, bro. And I love it, bro. I don't compete in powerlifting. I haven't done powerlifting myself since like 2018 or 2019. But it's just one sport that I just love.
Yeah, it's a nice way to say you got autism, eh?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, no, that's cool. Like, bro, that little session that we done with you, bro, that helped me out. It's so funny because it's like, and I find this a lot recently up here because I've made so many new friends because I love business and I love learning. Like, that's kind of the thing I love the most. Like, always ask people for advice now, and then just that switch up and like going from friend to coach.
Yeah,
I always find that weird, and like people find that weird with me who are friends with me that come into business conversations.
Because I don't know, bro. Like a lot of people in the fitness industry, they kind of like wrap their whole identity around their fitness.
Gotcha.
And you've probably realized that I don't do that whatsoever. I don't know. It might have something to do with the way I look. Like I don't like, so I can't really like. If I started preaching to you about nutrition and food, you'd kind of be like, come on, man. Like, you got to practice what you preach kind of thing. But I don't really wrap my identity around my job. Like I love it. I'm passionate about it. But yeah, so like I never really talk about it. I never really post about it. I've got a coaching page that I'll post on. But other than that, I just kind of go and do my thing and that's it.
Why won't that sport make it to the Olympics in your opinion?
It's just got too much, like the whole untested thing.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so the whole untested thing is pretty hard to navigate. Do you know what I mean? Like if there is going to be this new governing body that's going to take it over and go, all right, now we're going to, put a hand up to try and make it to the Olympics. I don't know how the process that goes behind that. But it's like, what? Now you've got all these guys jumping out the woodwork that want to be Olympians. It's like, wait, wasn't that guy fucking gassed out of his brains for like the last 10 years? Like, what's he doing here now? Like, what's he doing in our federation? Yeah. And there aren't that like really strict sanctions on it either. Like, so IPF, which is International Powerlifting Federation, which is arguably like the Rolls Royce of powerlifting federations. They got blokes that'll be running Tren and like, do you know what Tren is?
Nah, I know the names of them. I just don't know what any of them really do.
Yeah, it's just hectic steroid, bro. Like one of the most dangerous like hormones you can take and put in your body. But they got blokes that have been fucking gassed out of the brains, and they get tested positive for tren and whatnot, and then they're banned for 2 years. And like, there's not enough powerlifting in it, money in powerlifting to keep testing them over those 2 years.
Gotcha.
So if you're banned for 2 years, like, what am I going to do? I'm going to fucking, I'm going to put my my foot on the pedal even harder. I'm going to fucking
come back bigger and stronger.
Yeah. And it's like, there's obviously ways you can get around drug testing and whatnot.
Where do you stand on the drug in your sport?
Me?
Yeah. Do you mind if they do it or?
Nah, not at all, bro. That's a personal choice, eh? Like, if someone comes to me and like, hey, bro, I want to jump on steroids, I'm never going to be like, fuck, don't do that, bro. It's really bad for you. I'm just going to be like, sweet. If they've already made their mind up, now it's my choice, my decision, or it's my liability to guide them in the right direction.
Okay, gotcha.
Because
they're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, bro. And that's it. I'd rather let them go get some like really good advice from someone who's really good with hormones and whatnot. So, all right, bro, if you've made your mind up, go see this guy, go talk to this guy, go listen to this guy's podcast, sign up for a mentoring call with this bloke, and he'll show you how to do it safely.
Right, because I've been thinking about, not like, I don't think I'd ever take like steroids, but I'd look into what's the other ones?
Like
BPC. Like I'll do tests when I'm a little bit older. I'm scared about, because I'm like you, like I love to know information.
Yeah.
And like tests right for me right now is like I still potentially might want to have kids, and that can sort of ruin things.
Yeah.
What's the BPC 15 something?
Yeah, BPC 157.
Is that a peptide?
That's a peptide.
Yeah. So like I've looked at that stuff, and I'm thinking about it now. Like I'm literally training twice a day at the moment. I'm cranking pretty hard.
Yeah.
But like I've been going for like 2 months, 3 months, and I'm trimming down a little bit. But,
Bro, you look good, bro.
yeah, but like say when you're 20, like you can do that for 4 weeks and you've got like a six pack.
Oh, bro.
It just takes longer. So I can understand why people my age and a little bit older that have jobs, family, can't train as much as me or don't have as much as time as me would jump on something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've still got that negative stigma around steroids based off like sports, because I see it as a form of cheating.
Yeah, 100%.
But in terms of like where I'm at right now is like, I'm not opposed to taking like tests but I just want to go through this phase of training right now so I can understand the pain. It's like you got a tattoo, like getting put under to get a tattoo. Like I want to feel the pain of waking up in the morning, going for runs.
100%. You
want
to
get to that point, and then once I'm at that point, I'll probably try different things.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'd probably make a vlog about it.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't hide it.
That's cool, bro. Because it's we need more people to be transparent about it, because it is such like a taboo subject.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I remember the first time I'm not on anything at the moment, but like the first time I ever did steroids, I waited till I was like 31, 32.
Yep.
This is when I was still kind of powerlifting training. And I waited till I was like 31 or 32 before I made that decision. I was like, oh, sweet. I think I'm ready to jump on. Like,
what was it like?
It was fun, bro. It was fun. Like, you get real strong. And but to be honest, bro, it's hard to say. Like, I don't want to say it. It's a little bit overrated to an extent. Because, bro, it's like, all right, now I'm doing this. Now I better do everything else properly. So now I'm taking this, it's a pretty serious, there's some serious consequences to injecting yourself with anabolic steroids and whatnot. So I was like, all right, now I'm doing this. I better track my nutrition properly, track my training properly, track my sleep properly. So I was doing all the 1%ers, and I'm like, did I get better because I was finally doing the 1%ers that I've always been so undisciplined to do? And then, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like Space Jam when he gives out that magic water, right?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. It's like,
the
fuck.
placebo effect.
100%, bro. Because like, who knows? Or like, I could have just been injecting grapeseed oil into my leg. Like, I had a mate, bro, that did a 12-week cycle, and he was feeling like fucking through the roof. He was like, fuck, I'm getting so jacked. Everything's perfect. When he got his bloods done 12 weeks later, and they were the exact same. So he just bought fake steroids, bro. But he fucking placeboed himself so hard into like he was locked in. So yeah,
placebo effect. So it's such an interesting study. I've read a book called The Placebo Effect.
Yeah.
But even like things like say religion, for example, like you can believe what you believe, but like those athletes who believe in a higher being,
yeah, bro,
they perform a lot better. And when they speak, they're like thanks to God, like
100, bro. That's a real thing, bro. It's like
because they've done those tests with like those pills, Red Bull, and then this one's got something in it, this one doesn't.
Yeah.
We've told you it's got something in it, and they get better.
Bro, that's like my mate, John Brooks. Bro, he does everything to a T, bro. Like, he does the ice bath, does all that kind of stretches all the time. He was doing that shit before it was cool, bro.
Yeah.
And then like, I'm like, sweet, because I used to live with him. I'm going to try this shit too, bro. And like, I jump in an ice bath. I'm like, nah, bro, I just feel cold. Like, I don't feel better, bro. I just feel cold. And it's like, they talk about the best thing about an ice bath is getting out. And that's all I got from it. I was like, that sucked. Like, I didn't really.
You didn't enjoy the.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I'm a bit of a cat when it comes to that kind of stuff.
I don't like. Doing some ice baths recently. Like, I just don't enjoy them whatsoever.
Nah, bro. Like, there's got to be some kind of enjoyment factor when something's good for you.
The thing that happens in your brain is like the equivalent of having cocaine, eh?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you dip your head underneath, I don't know what part of the brain it is, but it's the same sort of hit, but it lasts a little bit longer than cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is like pretty interesting study.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't have the after effects and cost you a couple hundy.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So quick shout out for introduced me to the running coach too.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's bro, thorough.
Yeah. He's the man, bro. That's my brother.
Yeah.
So, that's Johnny's brother, eh? Yeah.
I didn't know that. I met him in, he was in the office one time when we were making clothes.
Yeah.
Just bumped into him then. But it's just been interesting just doing that art form of like, I think having coaches is really important, and you're a coach and I'm a mentor in certain spaces, but just having the accountability to someone and just someone who knows what they're doing in programming. Because normally, like I put up a post, I'm like, I've got a running coach now. And he's replied to me, he goes, bro, what the fuck you got a running coach for? And I was like, bro, I just want to get better.
Yeah.
He goes, bro, you're not going to take it serious. Like, why would you want a coach? And I was like, so I can get better.
Yeah, 100%.
It was a weird little like thingy, eh?
Yeah, it's so much, when you've got like a systemized approach to something, like ultimately, like, because you're paying him for results. Do you know what I mean? So he's got to have a systemized approach for you to get there. And it's pretty easy. It's easy enough for you to figure out, fuck, this guy's all shit or not. Like, so yeah, like, I don't know. That's just what I reckon. You're paying for results and you're going to get it.
You went for a little running phase, eh?
Yeah, bro. I've gone through a few phases, eh?
What'd you learn about the running phase? That it wasn't for me.
Yeah, bro, legit. That's all I learned. No. I loved it, bro. I loved it. I did my first race in like 2021 and Darwin, I think I might have been his first ever client. Because me and Johnny, we went down to Byron to watch him. He was running 7 marathons in a row.
Is that what he's done? I didn't know.
Yeah. So he did like back-to-back marathons 7 days in a row. And he's like, man, because after that, because you know, before you started running, you probably looked at 21Ks and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's a long way. Eh?
That is a long way. And after seeing him do 7 in a row, I was like, fuck, surely I can do a half marathon. And then, so I was like, yeah, bro, I'm going to do this one. And then he started writing me programming, like, but he like laid a really good foundation. He's like, you guys need to get a good watch. You guys need to get good shoes. And like, if it was just me going to go get shoes without some guidance, I would have got some fancy like race shoes.
Like me,
yeah, that's what you did.
I'm like, these look sick. I'm getting these. They're race
that's what I was going to do. And he's like, bro, you can't run in them. Trust me. You're not going to be able to run like every day in them. They're like a race shoe or a speed shoe. And you can only wear them for like X amount of sessions before you're going to fucking blow out your shins or your knees or something. So he like really guided us in the right way and taught us that, you have to run slow. Because when you first start running, bro, and you see 7 minutes per K and you're kind of like, oh, hey, like,
yeah.
This kind of sucks. Because, you look back when you're younger, when you're like 14, 15, doing like fitness training, you're so much faster.
Yeah, for sure.
And you didn't even think about running. And now, like, as a grown man, you're looking and you're like, what the hell, 7 minutes per K?
Because that's the struggle internally that I used to have with running was like, because we come through a football system, everything was about competition, winning, catching the guy in front of you. So you start running and then you just hear this like, behind you and you like look and it's like an old lady running past you, like mentally from being in the football system, you're like, fuck, I need to beat this lady.
100%, bro.
So you just start taking off. But like even like learning about strides, this girl in our gym, Paige, she's taught me heaps about running, just like even keeping your feet underneath you. And people I run with now, I just pass that knowledge on to them. Yeah. And it's helping them run because you can back up the next day, you feel sweet.
100. And running's like is Paige when I came and trained with you, is she the chick that was legging it?
Yeah, she was quick.
She was fast,
There's like Paige and Rev and they're always together. They look weird when they're not with each other.
Yeah, true.
They're like the Powerpuff Girls, man. They just like bounce around, just do everything. They train hard. It's pretty inspiring to watch. But they knock up Ks and she was teaching us about running. And then once I'd done that, like I'll run like 45, 50K this week. But it sounds amazing when I'm saying it on here, but it just feels like a normal part of my week now.
Yeah, that's solid, bro. That's like I remember like a normal week would be like 40 or 50 kilometers. But just going back to, so I did my first race in 2021. I did like the GC30 or something.
Yep.
And then I can't remember why, but the Gold Coast half marathon got cancelled. I can't remember why. So I didn't do that, but Johnny did that. They did like their own one. So that's the race we're all meant to prep for. Then they just did like a, like a homegrown one.
Simulation.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's what we call it in the industry.
A little bit of industry chat.
Yeah, he's like, we're going to be working towards a simulation. I was like, fuck that.
And then, Bro, I remember Johnny ran 4:14 per K. And I was like, oh, hey.
That's rapid, eh?
Yeah, bro. And that was his first one, bro. So his first one, he went sub 90. And then I took a few years. After that, bro, I was done. I literally hung up the boots. I was like, nah, I don't want to do this. Like, I did that race the weekend after me and Johnny did a race sim together because we're still prepping for the half marathon. And that's when I threw my toys. I was like, nah, bro, I ain't doing that.
Oh, okay. What'd you throw your toys?
It's hard, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hard. And
what was the hardest part about it?
I don't know, bro. I think like it just kind of burnt me doing the 30K race, and I like had no, I don't know, because I wasn't really all in on running. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
I just did it because I was a little bit out of shape and I needed to get fit again, and it was good for that. So it served me really well for that. But then I didn't have the passion to like do running as a sport.
Yeah, I've thinking about this a lot lately, where people are like, you're running heaps, but I'm like actually enjoying it. But like, I'm not putting like a challenge date on it.
Yeah.
Like, even though I've got a program and I'm heading towards Gold Coast Marathon, it's not like once I get to the Gold Coast Marathon, like that's it. Like, because I use running as a way to kickstart my day. It's like how people use coffee.
Yeah, bro.
I'm just using that. It's making me healthier, fitter, coming up with good ideas, connecting with cool people, going for a swim, and then I go into my work day, and
that's
that sort
cool.
of sets my like day up. So I've just changed my identity of myself as like, I don't have a challenge. I'm just a runner now.
Yeah, that's cool, bro.
Yeah,
I like that.
It helps.
Yeah, that's like me with jiu-jitsu. Like for me, that's like my time, like my moment of clarity. It's like when I'm just fully like immersed and like.
We've talked about this before, but what is it about jiu-jitsu? Because everyone that does it, it's like the best drug in the world for them.
Yeah, like I don't know, bro. I've been doing it for over 2 years now.
What belt are you about?
Yeah, blue belt. One stripe blue belt.
Is that good?
I think it's pretty good, bro. Like,
does it go blue, brown, black?
Nah, it goes so it goes white, and then you get like 4 stripes on each belt.
Oh, okay.
So you go white, blue, purple, brown, black.
Oh, okay, got
yeah. And my mate, our mate Richie, he got me into it. So he took me 2 years ago. He's like, bro, come try this. And because the way I got into it is I spoke to him. Bro, I'm a nerd. I watch every single sport. Like I watch so many niche sports as well. Like,
what's the most niche sport you watch?
Well, I watch a lot of wrestling. Like not fucking WWE.
Oh, okay.
But I watch like lots of like freestyle wrestling.
Yeah.
Like that's one of my favorite sports to watch. So I already knew like bits and pieces about jiu-jitsu just from watching it. And Richie said, bro, come. And then literally after the first session, I was hooked, bro. Because I remember this like 55 kilo chick, maybe even lighter, armbarred me like straight on. I was like, nah, not a chance. Like, what the fuck? Like, this shit actually works. And I remember she got me with an armbar again. So I stood up and I like lifted her up and I just see Richie looking at me like,
nah,
don't slam her, don't slam her. Because, bro, you know what it's like. If you bring a guy that's only played footy to jiu-jitsu, they only know one fucking gear and go hard. It's like, bro, you're not meant to do that on those 50 kilo girls. You kind of meant to just flow with them and whatnot. And yeah, then I was hooked from there. I like signed up for a comp like 4 weeks later.
So straight into competitions.
Yeah, bro. Like, I was that hooked. I was like, I'm doing a comp. I have to. I want to get my feet wet.
How'd your first comp go?
Yeah, good, bro. I won.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So it was like, it was really cool. Like, it's just a really enjoyable
Are you one of those
experience.
guys that cut heaps of weight and then before you just put your weight back on and start
bro.
flipping everyone?
Bro, I think I've told you this, bro. I did that for a powerlifting comp.
Oh, did you?
In 2018. I cut 9.1 kilos or 8.5, 6 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I started my water load on like a Friday. And by the time, so I weighed like 91.5 or whatever. And then by weigh-ins, I got to like 82.3.
Fuck. Is that's dangerous, eh?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Like, that's like 10% of your body weight.
Who's the guy that does all the UFC boys from CKB? I used to follow all his content. I used to love watching
the fight dietitian.
Yeah, fight dietitian.
Yeah, bro. He's got some really cool stuff.
You know when Kai's like depleted and he eats those like overnight oats.
Yeah,
like, bro. I love like watching weird shit like that. You just see him like, I can't even pick his spoon up. He's just like,
bro, I love that shit. You know how people hate like days of eating?
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah,
that's like some of my favorite content to consume.
I love all like food content.
Me too, bro. Because whenever I see you like eating a meal, I'm like, I know where he got that from. Like when you first posted those Nick beer bowls, it's funny because I've been on that too. Like,
with
the beetroot, like
the mince and stuff.
It's just mince and rice, but add a few touches on, man. I know exactly where he got that from.
It makes a difference, eh? The hummus, beetroot.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference.
Bit of hot sauce.
Yeah, and then sorry, I lost my train of thought. Where was I?
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
First comp.
Oh yeah, so my first comp. Oh, we're talking about the weight cut. But yeah, I performed like shit at that powerlifting comp. Like the weight cut just fucked me so bad and I couldn't hydrate. I think by the time I got to comp, I only got back up to like 86.5 because I didn't understand like how sodium works as well as I've got a pretty good understanding of that now because I help powerlifting athletes and jiu-jitsu athletes. I help them cut weight for their comps and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I've got a pretty confident approach in how I, help athletes cut weight and how to rehydrate and that. But back then I didn't know anything. So I just thought, all right, someone's like, you need lots of salt. And I looked at salt instead of like sodium. Like a smart person would be like, okay, I need sodium. But I was like, damn, hungry Jack's fries, like bacon. So I was just eating like bullshit.
What's the difference between salt and sodium?
Well, essentially it's the same thing, but when someone said you just need lots of salt.
You put it on food instead of liquid?
Yeah, bro. So instead of getting like something with like a hydration mix with like 800 milligrams of sodium, I was just like going to Hungry Jack's and getting like 3 large fries.
Yeah, bro. Extra chicken salt,
legit,
please?
bro. And I'd go home and I remember my ex at the time was like, what are you eating? And I was having bacon with salt and soy sauce on rice. Bro, I was doing random shit like that because I didn't know any better. So I was like, just trying to figure it out and then, perform like shit the next day.
But electrolytes are pretty important, And like that's what I've sort of been figuring out.
Yeah, bro.
Probably like moving up here, like I didn't realize like how much it acclimatize in sweat.
Yeah.
And then like I was watching the boys who work and train, they drink like 6 to 8 liters of water a day and they go like, I'll have one piss. In my mind, I didn't even think about like drinking. I'm sitting in aircon working, but I'm still training twice a day.
100.
But I was like, fuck, I hardly ever piss. So I've just been pumping electrolytes. They make a difference, man.
Do you drink anything when you train?
Not really. I've probably got pretty bad nutrition when it comes to, because I come from footy, so they're like, don't touch water.
Yeah.
So it's like subconsciously, I think that's drilled into me. Water's for the weak.
Yeah. Bro, footy boys are built differently though, eh?
Nah, you just get trained in a certain way, bro. So it's just like, it just sticks with you. I remember touching lines and shit like that, bro.
I remember when we went on a long run one time and these footy boys from Tweed came with us.
Yeah.
And one was a front rower and one was like a second rower in there. And we did a 25K long run and we've got all our gels and shit like that. Or 20K, I can't remember what it was, but we've got all our nutrition sorted. Like, every 5K is going to have like 100 milligrams of 500 milligrams sodium with like 60 grams of carbs. And these footy boys just raw dog the whole thing, eh? Last 5Ks just screaming, who's going to carry the boats? I'm like, fuck, these cunts haven't had a drink of water, haven't had anything. They probably rolled off the back of a bender the other night as well. And they're fucking, just monsters.
And that's what I used to be like, where like I'd never go for runs, but like the consequence you'd understand is like the next 2 days.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
But I also think it's like, do we look too deep into it? Like,
nah. I think it's right. It's just got a nerdy approach there. It's like the guy who cares about school. Like he's gonna get paid out. But you look, that's Normie, bro. Me and Normie, we're very different. Where like I'm getting paid out because I paid for a running coach and doing hydrolytes before my thing. Like that's not cool, what I mean? But it's the right thing to do.
100%.
I always go, fuck you, wait. Because Normie's really good. Normie's a natural. He's good at like a lot of things. Yeah. But like, I reckon I'll catch him soon. Like you wait till I catch you. He goes, I love to see what world you're living in.
Bro, I remember I was actually surprised, like, because Normie, he strikes me as a guy that doesn't really like the gym.
He's strong now, eh?
Yeah, bro. He came and trained with me like a few years ago. And we did some sessions, just like some S&C stuff in his off season, whatever. And he was so strong and so athletic.
He's like, I've just figured this out where certain people are good in certain planes. Like I'm really good up here, but like Normie's like bad because he's got like bad shoulder. So we'll do like 20 kg dumbbells, bro, and get over his head and he's like shaking. Like, bro, you're weak as.
But I remember he benched like 140 or something. And that was like, I was like, that's surprising.
He's strong. He's like monk strong. So he's got like good levers that like he's hard to wrestle and stuff because he's kind of that kind of strong.
Bro, I remember now that I look back at it, he was like benching the same as like Sam Lasoni. Like I do sessions with Sam Lasoni and Sam Lasoni's a big, strong, like front row, second row, whatever. And Normie was like just as strong as him.
But we're doing weights yesterday and we're doing 6 reps. I was doing like a 120 bench.
That's solid.
But after like, it was a part of a circuit as well. And I was like, last set we're doing for 5 or 6. And I'm just like cruising for a May. But we don't really bench that much at neighborhood. Yeah. But one thing that I have changed, I've added like creatine. Every day, bro. I think it makes a big difference, eh?
Yeah, you feel it?
Yeah, bro.
Do you just do 5 grams?
5 grams. I just pump it in like my porridge or something in the morning or in my smoothies.
Yeah, nice.
Just a little bit of carbs in there as well. I feel like I'm getting stronger anyway.
Yeah, bro, you're looking solid. Like this is the best I've seen you look. Like not like legit though.
Like a lot of people have said it.
I was real surprised when when you see someone on Instagram, I'm like, fuck, is he getting in shape? And then when I saw you when we caught up the other day, because that's the first time we've caught up in a while.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, you're looking good. Like looking trim.
You get abs, because like, bro, at our gym you stick out like a sore thumb if you don't have abs.
Oh, bro. Like I think like I feel like I'm, built like a everyday bloke. You know what I mean? Like, he's got a little bit of muscle here, lifts or whatever. But when I came to your gym, bro, I was like, what the hell is going on here? Like,
did you enjoy it?
Sick. That's a sick gym, bro. If I wasn't doing jiu-jitsu and if I wasn't like doing my own kind of training, I'd probably go train there.
Yeah. They've nailed it, eh? I don't know what it is. They've figured it out.
Yeah, they've cracked it. I don't know. It was kind of what the Gold Coast wanted for ages, but it wasn't there. There was a market there for it. And then I remember when Neighborhood popped up and I was like, fuck, like this is the cool place to be. And, like you said, all the dudes and chicks are all ripped and in shape. And
bro, do you know who was there? Rita Ora.
Rita Ora?
Rita Ora trains at our gym now.
Wait, is she on the Gold Coast?
Yeah, I think, so.
She doing tour days or?
but like, because we heard like she was going to train and stuff, bro. She's so nice. Like walked in, like I was like, when you feel a presence of someone in the gym, like walked in, she was like there, like red, had like a hat on like this and she was like trying to hide. And I was like, oh, I know who that is.
You went like this, they lifted the hat up.
Hey, Rita, how are you? Nah, but she was like lovely, like super down to earth. But I was just going to, like she was like, what it's like, bro. Everyone in that gym's real fit.
Yeah.
So we had chin-ups that day. Poor girl's like, like looking around. She goes, I can only do quarters. I was like, oh, don't worry, man.
Finding your gym, man.
I was like, where's Uncle Taika, man? He's the goat. Imagine just throwing a bit of weight around with him. Quoting Eagle versus Shark. Tell him justice is coming.
Wait, so has he been in the gym as well?
No, I don't know. But like they used to live in Bondi.
Oh, true.
Like,
yeah, they're together, eh?
Yeah. I think they're married, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, so like they used to be in Bondi quite a bit. I think I've seen them like once or twice. But yeah, no, it's just Buzzy, eh? Like training like Rita or is it?
Your partner, eh? You go, I go?
Yeah.
Your turn,
Who
Rita.
are you with? But the thing was like, what Queensland, like everyone just leaves everyone alone.
Yeah.
Like you could have someone famous and like basically the whole gym, like we'll say hello to her, but like not bother her, which is probably what she liked.
Do you think that's like
I was keen to have it. I was like, fuck.
Bro, get her on the pod. Episode 4.
Hi, some friends. Episode 4. Hey, Rita, how are you?
We've been friends for about a week now. But
Taika would be the guy.
Yeah, he'd be mad, eh? Because he's a cool dude. And he'd have so many cool stories.
Oh, for sure.
But bro, I was going to ask you that. Do you reckon like there's a difference of like Queenslanders and like, what's the main difference you find? Do you reckon Queenslanders are cruisier?
Yeah.
And like kind of don't care about like the...
Do you reckon, so like, I think we appreciate this because we grew up in New Zealand, like the value of like manners. I think that's really important. And like being a good person and helping. I think when I lived in Sydney, I lost touch of that. Like I lost touch of my roots, not just being a Cook Islander, but being like Kiwi. So and understanding like those core values. I think Queenslanders have the same core values.
Yeah,
I think that's why we like it up here.
Yeah.
But like, to be fair, when I was in Sydney, I was like a Sydney dude. I was an eastern suburbs dude. Transactional, everything's about progression and getting better. If you have to step on people to do it, that's just like that's game.
How it is there though, eh?
And I learned this in footy, bro. So when I was in the Warriors, like Nathan Feen was over from Cowboys. We had a few different Aussie, like Michael Witt at the time. And now like you have to treat everyone the same. Like you're a halfback, this is what you do. So all these guys come from Australia, that's how they talk. They're like, fucking get me over here, you fat cunt. Like shit like that. So like I learned that from them, but like it wasn't an essence of who I was as a person. It worked as well, but like at the time, say NRL was 20% Islanders, it was 60% Islanders now. If you tell Payne Haas, fuck, get over there, you fat cunt. Bro, you're getting knocked out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because we're not the minority anymore, we're the majority. And that was kind of how it was at the time. And that's probably something I've come to realize moving up here is just being more connected for who I am as a person. Like say, people always say like 10 toes down. But like, even though we live in Australia, like our core value should still be Kiwi. Like I'm not Māori, bro, but I understand the importance of like Māori tradition when we learn about that. But being connected with your feet on the ground and digging back into your roots, but also having a connection to a higher purpose in life. It can be God, it can be Allah. For me, it's like universe and astrology. So if you think my feet are solid in the ground and as a person I'm solid and then I'm connected to something higher, bro, if life hits me, I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm solid. I've got a solid foundation. I know where I come from. I know where I'm going. And that's probably going to be my next journey over the next couple of years. Like even like going back to Cook Islands, like even though I'm Cook Islander, like I kind of understand my history, but not well enough. I've been even thinking about like eating patterns. You know what I mean? Like my dad's first generation Islander coming over here. So like, should I be eating more fish and like rice or like, I don't know. So it might be like a nerdy journey based off like blood tests and travel, but I think it's going to be an important one.
That's cool, bro. That's like the journey of like, that's just all part of self-discovery, eh?
Oh, bro, but like a little bit of life happens to people, bro, and fall over.
Bro, that's like, cause, you know, I'm so grateful I got to grow up in New Zealand. I got to grow up in New Zealand. Like, you know, when I was younger, people used to be like, oh, bro, you think you're Māori, you think you're Samoan. It's like,
oh, hectic cheese.
Yeah. But like, I can't help it that that's who I grew up with. They're like my best friends.
Yeah,
I played rugby league, and not many Filipinos played rugby league growing up. Do you know what I mean? They played basketball. I played basketball as well, but like, I was just grateful my parents put me in rugby and league, and yeah, like lots of the, you know, the traditional Māori and I guess Polynesian like values, like I guess I kind of grew up with them, so I understand them. And yeah, but I'm the same as you. Like, I've always been real proud to be Filipino and always like, you know, represented and whatnot. But like when I moved over here, I was like, man, like, you know, my mum's not here anymore. I don't have all my family around. Like, you know, I was always kind of surrounded by Filipino stuff. And when I came here, I was like, man, I'm not really Filipino anymore. I feel kind of out of touch. And that's how I started getting into like Filipino basketball leagues and there, because I wanted to be, you know, I didn't really feel Filipino anymore. It sounds weird.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. Because if you think about culture, say you walk into a football side and like, this is our culture, this is what we do, and they've got all these like beautiful like words up on there. Or you walk into a company, like these are our 4 values that we focus on. For us as culture, you coming from Philippines, me coming from the islands, we don't need those fancy words on the wall, bro. We can walk in. And if I know someone's Cook Island, there's automatically a connection there off the bat.
100, bro.
Because we've grown up similar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I connect with Kiwis and Cook Islanders a lot better than I ever will with like an Australian person.
You just gravitate towards each other,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, and that's been important. And like me and Sammy were talking about this the other night, where like for me, it's good for him hanging around like Samoans, and he's got this Māori, you know, Kane, his mate. Māori dude Kane, where Kane's like Māori as, but it's something you goes, bro, it's just nice being around like Māoris again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So understand like your values is like the lesson I'm learning about myself like recently, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a cool journey to go on.
Yeah. You kind of miss it when you're not around it, eh? So like when I found those like Filipino basketball leagues, like I felt like I was never looking for like a sense of belonging, but it's like, oh, I feel like, you know,
You feel like, I
feel like I'm part of something.
Like you just roll into it.
But how good is this? When I first signed up to play, because there were heaps of us Filipinos that already like scrimmaged together and whatnot. And I remember the guy goes, oh, there's a Filipino basketball league that's starting soon. You in? I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm in. And then they saw me. The director of the league saw me. He's like, can we get his like passport or his birth certificate? And I was like, bro, like I've got
a mani packy. I'll post it in my room.
But I was like, bro, I got Filipino tattoos all over me, bro. I got where I'm born on my arm. I got like Filipino, like Polynesian weaving on my leg. It says like Manila to the world. He's like, need your birth certificate.
Oh, wow.
And I remember I rang my mum. I was like, Mum, do you still have my birth certificate? Like they need to see that I'm Filipino or whatever. And yeah.
Mum, can you take a photo of your haircut?
Yeah. and then yeah, so like, you know, even little things like that, bro. And even in the league, like I get sledged because like I'm probably one of like 3 people in the whole Filipino league that can't speak Tagalog.
Oh yeah. Is there one dialect there?
Where I'm from, we speak Ilocano.
Okay.
So I used to be able to speak Ilocano because me, my mum and my brother moved back there for like a year. So like when I was younger, I didn't go to school for like a year. Well, I can't remember how long exactly. But so my Ilocano was pretty good, but no one here speaks Ilocano.
Oh, okay.
So you never meet because that's like specific to my region. So bro, like I'd get sledged and they'd all like start talking Filipino to me or be like, you know, calling me plastic and that. I'm like, fuck, this kind of sucks. But it's kind of cool. Like, yeah.
I still remember that video of there was like about a fight about to kick off.
Yeah.
And then one of the boys is running on, bro, went to go blind shot from behind. It was like you were filming it. You're like, oh, come down. Yeah. The boys fighting.
Bro, every week.
Bro, do you know what I like about I was thinking about this last night. The thing I love about the Māori culture, it's so strong in who they are. And like, it's not perfect. Like there's always going to be like downsides to every culture. But I was thinking about it yesterday. It's like when a Māori comes over here and they're here for 10 years, like their accent doesn't change, bro. They still sound like they've got here yesterday. And the other people that are like Irish. Because I've got a friend who's Irish now, and like I talked to him, I was like, their like accent is so strong. But the thing I love about Māori culture, they always have a beautiful way of telling stories, and I think that's why their history is so strong. And I remember, it's funny we were talking about autism before, but like the Māori word for autism is takiwangatanga, which basically means in his or her time and space.
That's cool.
So instead of just going, oh, that kid's got autism, like, let's put a label on them, let's medicate them, let's put them in the box over there. The Māori have a word for them that is like in his or her own time or space.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
It's like stuff like that's really cool to me. And even when I was talking to Wā last time, I was like what things in the Māori culture like transfer over. But the best lesson I've learned, and I'm not Māori, but I love the Māori culture and it's a beautiful culture. It's just that storytelling element. It's like that ancient knowledge that needs to be passed down. And like, some of the stories aren't true, like the Maui and the sun. Like, that's not true.
No, that's legit.
How long's that rope, man? Yeah, you know what I mean? But like, they have a beautiful way of telling things that passes down tradition. Greek do it really well as well.
Yeah, bro. Because I used to always get you can't help it. You start using words. You probably do it when you go back to Tokoro. You start using words you haven't used in years, and they call it code switching.
Yeah,
and you start like putting on a little bit of an accent and things like that. But
Louis Brown's mastered it, bro. That can sound Aussie as or Māori as. They just go bang bang.
He's Belfast finest.
Yeah, from the A3.
And then because even I was just talking about the Māori culture and because. Doing a haka growing up is so cool. It's hard to, but in New Zealand, we really celebrate the Māori culture.
It's ignored over here, the indigenous age.
I didn't know that, bro, until I moved here. I'd ask someone, how do you say hello in indigenous language? And they'd be like, oh, how would I know? I'm like, what do you mean, how would you know? Like, everybody in New Zealand knows, to say kia ora or.
And our anthem starts Māori.
Yeah. Even I feel like anyone that's played sport knows how to do kamate. And yeah. Bro, how's this? So we did a haka for one of the boys at our jiu-jitsu gym who got his black belt.
Yeah.
Because I know the haka. You're like obliged to do it if you know it. So I got up.
Yeah. It's rude if you don't know.
Yeah, bro. So we got up, did tika tonu. And bro, I've had some practice. I did kapa haka when I was younger too. Like that's how much I loved the culture. So I did kapa haka. I even did Pacifica, like all the Polynesian dancing and that when I was a kid. And then so I got up, did tika tonu, and I look pretty hearty because I've had a little bit of an experience, bro. And then after the bro gave me a hungi in that, I was like, fuck, he was asking me, I'm like, bro, I'm not actually Māori. I just grew up there. He thought it was mad.
Yeah, for sure. Hungi's a little bit close, for me.
Yeah.
You're going to go through the marae, bro. Think about Māoris, bro. They've all got the flattest noses too, man, like that. Sweaty forehead. You're like,
I just keep the nose on, bro. I keep the hat on,
they're coming in for it too, They're like, bro, but even stuff even recently, bro, we leave, bro, clean the table up. Those are just standard Kiwi values that I kind of forgot to. Or bro, I remember I went back to Toke and I was sitting at the cafe and I was just like, hey, excuse me, can I get my order done? And the lady goes, fucking come up and order it yourself. I was like, oh, fuck, sorry.
I'm home.
But it's funny, the words that you were saying before, like in Toke, we always say how. Like, oh, bro, it was how bad. We've always said it. And it's the only place I know that sort of says that. Like an example would be oh, he's got a how mean whack, which basically means he's got a good sidestep. Or words. Do you know what the word moe means?
Nah.
So moe is bro, she's how moe.
Oh, yeah.
And just stuff like that. When I go back home, even though I've lived away from Toke the same amount of time I lived in Toke, I still fall back into that dialect of you're how moe.
Yeah. You just can't help it, eh?
Yeah.
Can't help it.
Because all your mates talk like that too, bro. But it's weird. You literally just roll into the town and the dialect changes.
That's automatic.
You just fall back.
Yeah. It's like you just fucking, as soon as you drive over their border or wherever, you just start talking how you used to or whatever.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I'm grateful to grow up in a small town. I think you learn better lessons. Obviously I lived in Bondi. I got to meet guys from Bondi. I had so much given to them. So they're just sounds rude, but they're just a little bit soft in life when life happens. We talked about being connected through the ground and aligned with something spiritually higher than you, then just don't have that, bro.
Well, yeah, I remember, when you're down in your dumps, if I was down in my dumps, the boys would fucking roast me for it. Or you kind of
Me and Simi's podcast relationship is an extension of New Zealand. I think that's why people like it.
Yeah, but you kind of you embrace it, bro, fuck, I've got no money till fucking next week. And the boys but sometimes I feel like you said, those people that have only experienced everything kind of given to them. That happens to them, bro. It's the end of the world.
Yeah, for sure. I had a mentor one time. He goes, you got to swim through the shit to get to the honey.
Yeah.
So there's two pools in life, and a lot of people start the other way around where they get the honey and eventually they end up in shit. And Simi's got this mate, bro, and he's born wealthy, basically went to Euro trips every summer. And he even says, he goes, fuck, I just had it too good when something happens. He got brushed from a girl at the Pav. It was it's like the end of the world.
Yeah, right.
So it's crazy, bro.
Welcome to my life, man.
I was like, bro, what does that feel like? Bro, obviously being Filipino basketball, a few things been happening around the league. What do you think of the NBA and the state that's happening right now? And what about the Luka trade?
The Luka trade's a cool one, bro. It's a really cool one.
Not save the NBA, but is the NBA boring?
Well, that's what, like, I don't know. How deep do you go into like trade rumors and like I follow like all the pages that have like, you know, the talks and whatnot. And like, there's so many people saying, oh, they need this to boost the ratings of the NBA and things like that. But I don't know. It's a crazy trade that I can't understand. Like we were saying before, you know, they traded him for fucking Anthony Davis and a bag of milk pretty much. Do you know what I mean? Like first round pick in 2029. I don't know. It doesn't make sense, but I think it's a cool trade. Like in terms of, I think the NBA still want to write LeBron's story. So they want LeBron to get another ring and this could be it. Like if LeBron gets close to the...
Do you reckon there a better chance of winning a ring now with Luka there without having a defensive center there?
Well, that's it. I think the problem is they still don't have a big now. They've just got another big guard. Like, because you know, at one stage, Luka was like the sixth heaviest player in the NBA.
Yeah.
He's like 270 pounds.
So you could like, when you look at him, he doesn't look big, eh?
Nah, he's just a little bit sloppy, bro.
That's what I like about him. Like, he just plays at his own tempo.
Oh, bro, when I see those blokes, like, I can relate to it, eh? So I'm like, mad.
That's
like,
my guy, man.
Yeah, like when you see like fucking, you know, the dudes that are jacked out of their brains, super athletic, can't relate, man.
He looks like a boring cunt.
Yeah.
That's what you think, eh? That kind of boring ass, bro. He's got no life.
Yeah. Luka gets injured, gains 20 pounds. Like, this cunt's hectic. Like, it's bad. But, yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, I think it's a cool trade, like, because I'm a LeBron fan. So I want to, you know, I'm
a Lakers fan. I'm glad he's here.
Yeah. Like, I've never really been a Lakers fan. I'm just a LeBron fan. Like, I follow LeBron wherever he goes.
Do you reckon that's normal now? Like people to just follow their players?
Yeah, I reckon because I feel like I've watched basketball. The first year I started watching basketball was the year before LeBron came into the league. So my cousin got me into it. So I've literally watched LeBron's whole career. And you know you can't really say that about many players.
Yeah,
like
yeah, for sure, because he's been around for so long. But if you followed, you still would have been a Cavs fan, which wouldn't be so bad right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that like old school mindset of like, this is my team, we stick with it.
Yeah, the basketball's a little bit too exciting. And like our level of relatability to it isn't the same as the NRL. Like, you know, if you're from New Zealand, you go for the Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was born and bred in Bondi, so I go for the Chooks.
Yeah, you're Roosters too, yeah.
I'm a Chooks fan because of Sonny Bill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm a Chooks fan. And Craig Wing, because Craig Wing was Filipino as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
is he Philo?
Yeah, bro. So he was the same position as
he's
me.
a snack too. One
Yeah,
of the
bro.
good lookers, man.
Yeah, same physique and everything.
Bit of impact off the bench. He was probably one of the guys that made the 14 jersey
look cool, bro.
Look cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this the other day, bro. I reckon Sonny, when he first come in, he made coming off the bench cool.
Yeah.
I remember I played New Zealand 16s this year, and there was a guy named Ash Parker. He's from
I know Ash Parker, bro.
Yeah. Bro, he was so pumped that he got the 17 jersey just because Sonny Bill got it. And he's like, I'm just going to come off and like try and jam people.
Bro, because Ash Parker, he came to Canterbury.
Oh, that's right.
He was there for rugby. So him and Cody Taylor used to live together.
One of my good mates, Toady.
Yeah.
Cody.
Fuck,
I was drinking, I was trying to spit that out at the same time.
Fuck, I'm dropping a few names, eh?
Yeah. Fuck, he's a good dude, eh?
He's the man, bro.
Fuck, he was saying shit, like when I was hanging out with him, like we're talking about, like say Kenny Edwards and like Russell Packer. And he's like, bro, they were like the big dogs. Like when I was growing up, and I was like, fuck. I was like, you'd be the, like, we're talking about Kenny. I was like, bro, you'd be the big dog around there now. He goes, fuck, I wonder if you like still like remember me or know who I am. Like, who Kenny Edwards? Yeah, he knows who Katie Taylor is.
Yeah, bro, I think everyone does.
Yeah, you're gonna be all right, bro. But the level of humbleness that he's got about him.
Next level, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I think in New Zealand, they're almost like too humble.
Yeah. Like I remember the first time I went back home, like it would have been, so I moved here in like 2012 and then I didn't go back home until like 2017 or 2018 for a wedding. And I remember I went to Cody's house that day and he like pulled out the posters and showed me. I'm like, man, this guy doesn't even need to do that. Like, like we played footy together, but like I'm not one of his close friends, but you know, I go with the boys, go around there, whatever. And I know it's just, yeah, you're right. So humble. Just a cool, even messaged me when he was here last time. I haven't seen him in 10 years. Like still messages me and I think it's cool.
He's, his rowing technique, fucking scary.
Yeah.
So we're doing like maybe 10 cows on the row. Like he's knocking them out about 6 strides.
Bro, he's a freak athlete, eh?
Yeah, but like you stand next to him, like he's not like a physical presence or anything, but he must have a bit of CrossFit background because he's doing toe to bars and
Yeah, bro. He used to train at there's this gym in Christchurch called 6'4" Fitness or something. It's a CrossFit gym, and I think he was pretty good at CrossFit too.
yeah, he I think he's going to do high rocks and stuff after he finishes.
Oh, mad.
Because he'd be cool because we were going on like 8K runs and like he was running all right too. So,
Bro, when we used to like, I remember because we played in the same Colts team, like under 21s. We used to go on these like little groups. And I was pretty fast. Like, I sound like a wanker by saying, but I was pretty quick. And I remember it was me, this other half, Jono Kiddo, who was really quick too, and Cody Taylor. And we're in the same group, bro. So we got two tiny halves that are, 70 kilos and a hooker who's like 105, 110 kilos. And we're all the same speed, bro.
Yeah.
So Cody was so fast as well. He was fucking terrifying.
yeah, he's, I used to tell him, I was like, bro, you used to be my anytime special.
Oh, bro.
All Blacks game, Artie Savia, Cody Taylor, Will Jordan. Here's my multi.
We used to call Cody Monster and he hated it. And like when he debuted, like for first grade, we'd all go down there and we'd just be screaming on the sidelines. We'd go, Monster.
Yeah.
Because we used to call ourselves the soldiers and we'd always just sit on the sideline, Monster, soldiers, screaming it at him, bro. And yeah, he's too humble, so he hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you get the name Soldiers?
That was just our club, like literally like under 21s. That was the name of the, like, Sydenham Soldiers.
These virgins at the time?
Acted like it.
What do you think of rugby league right now? Obviously, like it's kind of the main sport for us around here. What do you think of the game as a whole as a fan?
Bro, I don't know. I remember I used to watch your stuff and some of your criticism of the NRL in terms of the content. I think in terms of content, they're stepping it up.
Bro, it's mad.
Yeah. But I remember years ago when you used to be like, they just need to do this better, this better. And I think lots of teams and clubs or whatever have literally taken it upon themselves. Okay, we need to make content better if the NRL aren't going to direct it. Am I wrong in saying that? Or is
like I get a lot of guys who message through, but I was like saying that like years ago. But Simi, like, see they're making a push for names on the back of the jersey.
Yeah.
Simi reckons he started that. I was like, bro, shut up, man.
Like, did you watch all the Panthers stuff?
Yeah.
Like their docuseries and that? Well, I thought that stuff was so cool.
They need to just, it almost needs to be like UFC or
100.
where it pops out every week, you know what I mean? I can make content pretty quickly on my own, If you have a team around them, bro, you should be smashing it.
Bro, the UFC, they're pretty much just a full-time content machine, eh? And
or like when I listen to Dana, like I love listening to him talk because he's like, gives away so much stuff. But like when he talked about like, here's a media team, this is what we do. He goes, my whole job is to make good fights. And or his mentors say, if you focus on this and build a team around you, like amazing things happen. And then, bro, you just look at the UFC now.
Yeah, he's the man. I like any podcast he's on, I always listen to.
Yeah, I'm like that too.
Yeah.
50 Cent's probably the other guy
Yeah?
I always listen to. Yeah, like he's, like I don't really like the tone, like because, he's sort of laid back and stuff, but like the
message.
the message, bro, the way he explains things. Like one thing he will explain, have you listened to his book?
No.
You get his books.
Get Rich or Die Trying?
Yeah.
Oh, is it actually called that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but like the way he explains things is like amazing. Like he'll do things like he'll say, if we can't be friends, we might as well be enemies. So he might, like, say if me and you, like Scope would have been a great example where we didn't become friends, but if we became enemies during that time, content-wise, it would have been amazing because there would have been like a back and forth where that's something he uses to promote stuff. So obviously he's always on Diddy's case at the moment. But
he's been on his case forever.
Yeah, but like he had an issue with him from back in the day and obviously it all come to light like these days, but he's like, let me use this to create content around it. And there's strategies where he might sign a young artist and then he'll create media around it, go, oh, fuck, this guy owes me money. And then, but he's dropping an album on that same day and the album sales spike.
Yeah.
So he's calculated, bro. He doesn't drink.
Yeah.
He'll go out, he'll buy everyone, he'll have one drink there, but he just wants to be calculated with everything he does. And it's, bro, so interesting to watch.
That's cool.
Have you seen they put all G Unit on?
Nah.
So like he dropped his first album and like a lot of times like name me 3 D12 members.
But Eminem.
Yeah, Eminem.
I don't even know.
So like if you think about G Unit, like they dropped their first 50 Cent album, whoever the company was like, yeah, we need the next one. We need the next one. He goes, no, like put like Lloyd Banks on, put Tony Yayo on, put The Game on first and I'll come on after that. So like all those guys are like 1.2 million in sales or 800,000. Game drops out 5 million in sales with the documentary. Puts all those guys on. We're Gene. All right, cool. I'll give you another album. So just stuff like that, bro. He doesn't wear big chains or anything because like to get someone killed over there, it's like $5,000. You're in a 250K
Yeah.
chain on your neck, like, and guys would be like, oh, fuck, I'll just fight back.
Well, did you see that when he went to court, he was filing for bankruptcy over some business move, and he wore a rubber watch to court?
Yeah.
He wore like a rubber, like glittery watch to make it look like he's poor.
Yeah.
And he was like posting it on Instagram, and this was back in the day. I thought it was so funny though.
Yeah.
Man, he's so smart.
And like even when Diddy got that first case done against him with Cassie, he just goes like, declare bankruptcy now because everyone else is going to come. Literally, girl from 20 years ago, just levels of
man,
just gets it, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like he hangs around, like he talks about things about like you got your day one boys, but they can't all come with you. Like you can take a couple of them, but they're going to have to carry their own weight. But then he talks about hanging guys with like Robert Greene.
Yeah.
Who read the like 50 Laws of Power or some shit. So he's got friends that are like super smart authors or like philanthropists or stuff like that, but he still has that connection.
Yeah.
Bro, he's a cool operator, man.
He is cool because you can tell like the person that he puts out on social media is a character. Like, that's not him. Like me and my partner, we went to his last concert, his farewell tour.
Oh, was it good?
Fuck, bro. That might have been one of the best concerts I've ever been to, eh?
Yeah.
Like he's still the man, bro. Like fucking walks out there, wife beater, like still fucking sexy as. Like all the girls are melting over him. Like, fuck, this guy's still got it. He's
bro, we were
man.
in 20s. We went to the airport and he was there with G-Unit one time. We got a photo of him. But I remember like it was the first time I'd kind of been like proper starstruck. But I was surprised at how short he was. Yeah, because one of the guys, Rusty Bristow, he sent me the photo a couple of weeks ago and it's like pixelated as fuck, but like 50 Cent's like probably up to here on me, bro.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it wigged me out, man. I was like, wow, this is crazy. But he was so nice, like said hello and stuff like that. So, and like the reason why he's into TV shows, because he goes, the audience that grew up with 50 Cent, the rapper, they're at home. They're not going out in the club. So he goes, there's no point in me making club bangers. Let me build TV series and then next minute power.
That's why I like those, like the Juicy Fest and that. And people are like, why are they bringing back these old artists? I'm like, well, because it's not for you. It's for us.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see T-Pain. I want to see fucking Usher. And
all in one, eh?
Yeah.
Pretty Ricky. The guy. Your relationship, you obviously speak very highly of your partner. What's been the best lesson you've learned from her?
She's just the best. Like I don't even know, bro. She's a little bit older than me. So she's like 4 years older than me. So she turns, almost 5. She turns 38 this year. So there's a little bit more, she's a little bit more mature. She's, all the dumb shit she probably did when she was younger, she's like rectified those mistakes and knows what to do now. But she's just taught me lots about being a better boyfriend. It sounds so corny. I don't know if your audience is going to be like, that's so gay. But,
better listen to this fucking semi-ranglish. What's the biggest lesson you've learned from her that you could narrow down?
Listening to listen. Does that make sense? Like normally I'll hear something, then I'll come up with a solution straight away. And it's like, that's not what they want to hear. Yeah. Like you need to listen and empathize and listen to understand rather than like, because, I'll still do it sometimes. She'll say something like, she'll be like, I've got I'm not feeling too good, I'm cramps. I'm like, why don't you take some Panadol? It's like, bro, just like, like listen and understand and like kind of empathize with her and rather than just trying to come up with a solution. And
so slow, eh?
Yeah, bro, like, I'm useless. So she's just taught me how to be a better partner, I guess.
Yeah, I love that. All right, bro. That's us on the hour, bro. I just want to say thanks for jumping on. Appreciate your time as always. Probably a little announcement coming up a little bit later with me and Henny and potentially someone else. So, bro, thank you for your time.
Sweet. Thank you so much, brother. I love this.